I want to take a look at how I'm processing drums and explain my workflow and my signal path. You can see here we have a kick in and kick out that hit a group, snare top and bottom that hit a group, so on and so forth. I have that for all of the different parts of the drum kit. One thing I want to point out with kick in and kick out, I don't use these mics together. I use them as individual mics depending on the sound that I'm going for or the day. And so all the processing, all the gating is done on the actual input channel. And you can see all I'm doing is some EQ, and I have the gate. That is not like the snares where I use the two mics to create a sound and then process the sound together as one on this stem. And so you can see I do a little bit of EQ shaping and compression before it hits the stem, and then I kind of have my final EQ and compressor for the completed sound. Same thing with toms. All of the toms have processing on the input channels, and they go to a stem. And on the stem, all I do is just a little bit of final EQ, just to add some air or low end if I feel like I need it. On the overheads, I have two mono input channels that are panned that go to a stem. So again, I'm doing my processing on this stem and not on the individual input channels. But I do want to point out one of my favorite compressors on the console that I discovered a couple years ago is the Listen mic compressor. And this is an old vintage style compressor that have been on the analog consoles before. But I really love it. It's a gnarly compressor, and I love what it does. It's more a limiter, I think, in my opinion, but I love what it does on overheads. And so that's really the only plugin that I'm using on the console for drums other than just the onboard channel strips.